So that was Mickey McConnell, and strolling into our virtual pub, we now have Liam Cummins, another regular at the Billy Keane session in downtown Listowel. So Liam is originally from Ballybunion and is a retired Garda sergeant now living in Abbeyfeale, County Limerick, or as they say there, Abbeyfeale. He's a poet, a singer, a songwriter and a storyteller, and performs regularly at rambling houses and poetry circles in North Kerry, West Limerick and beyond. And tonight we have him in virtual downtown Listowel. So come in, Liam, I'm going to give you the bell. Come in, Liam.
Thanks very much. And sorry for being a bit late, but I was at that other session, Mike Gallagher's session today. It was meant to be on last Sunday, but it was on today, Poetry in the Park, and that's how I got delayed. But anyway, it's great to see you all there, and it's great to be online. And I usually sing a song, but I usually have a bit of backing. My singing isn't great without a bit of backing, but I'm a fan of Patrick Kavanagh, and this time of the year now was always a time in my childhood growing up when the thrasher would be going from village to village and from townland to townland, doing the thrashing for the people. And I have great memories of that period. And as youngsters, we used to go along, and we'd get lemonade, or we'd get biscuits or sweet cake or something for lending a hand to gather up the straw, or to pass the shaves in to the people that were feeding the thrasher. So just in remembrance of that, there's a great poem by Patrick Kavanagh which describes the threshing where he was from up in Inniskeen, but it was similar all over the country. So it's the name of the poem is Threshing Morning, and it describes Patrick going to the threshing, and it was the mill in them days, and he was part of the mill, and the last two lines in it are very significant. Patrick, even though he didn't give the impression, he was a very spiritual person, very spiritual man. And he describes his journey from his home to where the threshing was set up in Cassidy's Haggart. And then the last two lines describe his spirituality, in that he believed, and he really believed, that the fields that he had come through were part of no earthly estate. In other words, that there was a spiritual dimension to the fields where he grew up. So anyway, can you hear me there? Yeah.
We can, Liam, but your camera has gone off, just to let you know.
Oh yeah, right. Have you me now? Yeah.
We have you now,
Yeah, right. On an apple-ripe September morning, through the mist-chilled fields I went, with my pitchfork on my shoulder, less for use than devilment. The threshing mill was set up by New in Cassidy's Haggart last night, and we owed him a day at the threshing. Oh, it was delight to be paying bills of laughter and chaffy gossiping kind, with work thrown into ballast, the fantasy soaring mind. As I crossed the wooden bridge, I wondered, and I looked into the drain, if ever a summer's morning should find me shoveling up eels again. And I thought of the wasp's nest in the bank, and how I got chased one day, leaving the drag and the scraw knife behind, how I covered my face with hay. The wet leaves of the cocksfoot polished my boots as I went round by the glistening bog holes, lost in unthinking joy. I'll be carrying bags today, I mused. The best job at the mill, with plenty of time to talk of our loves while we wait for the bags to fill. Maybe Mary might call round. And then I came to the Haggard Gate, and I knew, as I entered, that I had come through fields that were part of no earthly estate. Shinawil.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That was gorgeous.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming in. So
Thank you.
that's great. So
Yeah.
in the